This is Fox 9 Good Day.
Welcome back. It is 9:43 now. There's a new store in Uptown Minneapolis. It is bringing together 30 different female makers under one roof.
They make everything from jewelry to pottery to candles to skincare. And besides shopping, you can learn a new hobby. You can learn how to do some of this by taking classes there. And joining us today is the founder of the Primitiva collective, Primitiva Jewelry, Laura Marino Franco. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, let's talk about the collective. And we were just talking off camera about how all of this got started, how you bring 30 women together to do this.
Yes, I have this dream of creating a home for women like me, immigrants, women of color primarily, that perhaps their voices haven't been heard. I had the opportunity to get into this commercial spot, and I wanted to share the spotlight with everybody. So as I was mentioning earlier, there was a lot of virtual door knocking and reaching out to everybody, pitching the idea, and all 29 of them, 30 myself, said yes to it, and we've created Primitiva Collective.
So if you can explain a little bit about who some of the makers are of,
Sure.
I know you will get into your jewelry in a minute, but who are some of the other companies being represented?
We really have everything from skincare to pottery, a lot of artists. We have pet accessories, clothing. There's a little bit for everybody. Yeah.
And a lot of these women, were they primarily selling online before this? Or are they in other stores?
Yes, the majority of them were just selling within their own channels, social media, or their website. Some of them had the chance to be at other small retailers, but for the most part, these were all, women like me that just started. A lot of them started during the pandemic, which is very funny, silver lining to that.
We know a lot of makers and companies started online, but do you think that there's maybe people out there that really want to go into a store and shop and feel and touch and see in person?
Right. It's so important to get that experience, right? Tactile experience. And at the same time, Minneapolis has become this hub of shop local movement. So we're really, really happy to be able to enhance the vibrancy of that movement.
I think your jewelry is a great example because there are so many little details that I don't know that you could pick up just scrolling online.
Right. And that's like the first impression I get from people when they look at it in person. It's like, wow, photos don't do justice to this. What's very special and unique about the jewelry is that we use a technique called filigree, and filigree is one of the most ancient way of making jewelry. We take very, very thin threads of silver and we coil and twist them into different shapes. So for instance, one of my best sellers here, just let me know where.
Yeah, just keep it right there. We'll follow you.
Each little thread here has been individually made and put in place one by one. Then if you follow that pattern throughout all the other pieces, you can really see how intricate and laborious this technique is.
It's so delicate. I'm going to hold up another one and see if, let's see if we can get if we can go tight on one of these. Where are we going to go? One or three? It really is. It's such delicate work. And how did you get into making jewelry? I mean, was this something that you took up, as a, here we go. Look at that. When did you decide to start making jewelry?
Well, I grew up in Colombia. I was born and raised there, and Colombia is very well known for this technique. It's very ancient and has been passed on by generations. So I always knew that I wanted to create jewelry that connected my roots and my cultural heritage to my home here in the United States. So I contacted and connected with a group of women artisans there who, again, have been doing this for generations. I show them my designs. I provide them with all the gemstones, and they were game. They wanted to make these pieces, so that's how that partnership started. Yeah.
That's really cool. So the jewelry really kind of tells like a story, your story.
I mean, absolutely. And if we have a lot of time, I can go on. But every piece has been designed very, very intentionally, and they're all named after an affirmation. So, for instance, the piece that I'm wearing today is called "I Am Light," and obviously represents the sun symbolically. It's paired with the carnelian gemstone, which is all about that solar power. And it's really all about embodying that affirmation. I truly believe that our thoughts create our reality, and this is just a way to kind of channel that.
I'm sure plenty of people who are watching like, hey, I want to see and you know, your jewelry up close. And you also offer, in addition to that, classes on how to make jewelry?
Yes. Some of them are on jewelry making, but we have everything because there is 30 of us. We all want to share our gifts. So we have wood burning classes, we have candle making classes, tea and tarot, astrology, painting, just you name it, everything. And we also host private events. So the space is meant to be utilized not just for the retail experience, but as a community gathering space.
Yeah, it sounds like a good community for women to come in and shop and learn.
Exactly, and support each other. Yeah,
and show some love to Uptown Minneapolis. Hennepin and Lake needs some
much
love.
Much needed. Yeah, we get that a lot. You know, we've been really. And I live in Uptown, so it is my area, and during the pandemic and all the civil unrest from the past couple of years, it's been an area that's been hit heavily. So it does feel nice to bring a little bit of fresh air into the community.
You certainly have.
Yeah, and a lot of like powerful women,
absolutely,
maker women together.
Yes, you know, unity is strength. And that's what we realized when we came together. We've been able to achieve so much in such a short period of time because we've decided to row together on the same boat.
That's so great. I thought we were talking about a store, but this is really inspirational, you know, about women coming together in business. It's very cool. Very cool.
Thank you so much for having
Marina
me.
Franco, again, beautiful work. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and for more information on the Primitiva Collective, you can follow them on Instagram, Primitiva_.